Messy action. Recording, yes. This is me in my new setup that I prepared just for this video and hopefully many more videos to come. For now, we are just testing it out and I think it's perfect for talking about messy action. Start doing things. That's what I wanted to do today. Start something. So sometimes things don't need to be perfect for you. Start doing whatever you want to do. Start creating content, creating a project, whatever it is that you want to put it out there. Just start. If you don't, chances are in a few years you're gonna regret that. Oh my god, it's weird, no? Like to keep hitting this plant. So you know when that sudden burst of creativity come and you're just like, oh my god, I need to put this out there. I don't know if you ever had that, but this happens to me quite often, that sometimes I just receive this sudden burst of creativity and I just need to go and create. And if I lose the moment, well, then it's lost and probably I will not go back to that project unless it's something I'm very passionate about or something that I actually needed to do for my work or whatever. So sometimes we just want to do things perfect. Like for example, I wanted everything to be perfect today for this channel, but already like I lost so much time and now the light is coming, it's not gonna be perfect anymore, whatever. I just gonna continue talking. I wanted to put my message out there, and in the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Like you wanna express, you wanna share, you wanna create, you wanna inspire people around you, and no one cares about your setup. Okay, a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing setup is really nice, but the message is more important than whatever is the conditions. When you start something and you know, when you start something new, it's gonna be messy, right? Like there's no way you want to get right in the first time that you do something. The whole point of starting right now is that you are gonna learn with the process. You know, nothing is perfect from the beginning. We learn with our mistakes. It's a journey, right? Like an ongoing journey of progression in life. So as a creative person or someone that maybe wants to be an entrepreneur, you just need to accept that the start is gonna be messy, but you need to start anyway. Embrace the messiness, embrace the embarrassment of the messy action. So start now, start messy, because in a few years, if you don't, you will regret so badly. You will think, oh my god, I wish I had started this 3 years ago. Now I would be so much better. Go, oh, I want to do a YouTube channel. Oh my god, I want to talk more to the camera. Oh my god, I want to share more my story. And then 3 years till now, I wasn't doing anything, and now I need to learn how to set a plant in my setting, you know, how to properly organize everything. If I had started 3 years ago, by now everything would be a little bit more in flow. So just a little background story about this channel, because the idea was to actually start this 3 years ago, as I already mentioned. I wanted to start something of my own, but I was not ready, I guess, and also I was passing from this real moment of transition in my life. So it was around the end of the pandemic. I had just moved to a different country to start a new job, and I was completely depressed and already burned out by that time, but I really needed the money and the opportunity was really good. And I also suffered a very deep heartbreak at the time, which increased my depression and really put me in like one of the lowest states I ever been. But you know how it's life, right? Sometimes you just have these really bad cycles, and that was one of that, which made me completely paralyzed. I really wanted to create. I always have this creative energy inside of me, like really bursting and wanting to express and want to do things, especially related to content creation and social media. But at the time, I just couldn't even move. You know, cooking and just living and doing my job was already hard enough. All the bureaucracy also of moving countries and everything was pretty tough. I was not in a place where I could sit here beautiful and just chat with a camera and try it out. And at the time, I already have this idea that I was gonna bring all this content that I recorded in Thailand where I was living previously, and all these yoga classes. If you don't notice yet, I'm a yoga teacher, so some of the content you will see here are yoga classes, and I hope you practice because that's very good for you. But we will talk a little bit more about yoga later. So I already knew I wanted to republish all this content that I recorded in Thailand. I was very passionate about all these yoga classes that I recorded there. I really wanted to repurpose all this content and bring it all together, stuff that were just in in random hard drives, edit everything that I had spent basically the whole pandemic recording in Thailand, all these beautiful yoga classes and all these things that I really wanted to put it out there in my own channel, because some of them were recorded for other channels. So I had this desire, you know, to start my YouTube channel, but I didn't have the capacity at the time. So this is what messy action started meaning for me right now. Like, I just wanted to collect this beautiful content that I had and put it here. And maybe it doesn't make any sense for most people. Who cares? It's my content, it's my channel, I do what I want. But I really want to bring this to the world because it was made with so much love and so much care that this cannot just be lost in a hard drive in my drawer forever. But now I have this desire of putting other things out there, because as I said, we evolve every day in our lives, and now there's so much more things that I want to share, so much more wisdoms, other types of work. I've been very immersed in doing social media for retreats and also yoga tantra teachers and everything. So I have acquired all this knowledge, and now there is even more of me that want to come out, sharing other parts of myself, because it's a little bit more confronting when you have to talk to your audience like this than just doing a class that you prepared, you know, there was a sequence, and now there's just me sitting here with this plant and some notes. So I think I've been a content creator for so long. Started doing blogs back in high school, and yes, it has been a long journey from there to now. However, any of my platforms or blogs or accounts that I did in the past never flourished, and I think the reason is because I never had the courage to actually talk to my audience and be myself, my unique, authentic self. I was always trying to hide in the shadows, somehow still wanting to express so deeply, but that doesn't work. If you don't put yourself out there, how can you connect with people? And also I think there was this issue that I had no business mindset at the time when I started all these blogs, all these accounts back in the day. I always have this kind of creative chaos around me. So creating for the sake of creation and expression without so much of a goal. Obviously, like throughout the years in my career of working with social media for other brands helped me to acquire a little bit more of a business mindset, talking about goals, system, logistics, you know, like organization, planning, things like that, that for me were always super difficult. I am a messy person, starting to slowly organize myself to be able to navigate the freelancing and having all the social media clients and taking care about everyone's content and also my own now. So finally, I managed to organize some systems, but until then, it's just been pure messy action. So I understand messy action pretty deeply, and even how to thrive into messy action. Sometimes you just start doing and you manage, you know, like the things are messy, but you manage all. Chaos is a great creative force, yet not the best goal-oriented one. So you need to like align things, understand how to actually bring this chaotic creativity into this world that we live in. Life is messy, you know, we are living in such a chaotic time. So whatever we do, we are just trying our best, and that's what it matters. Every day you're learning a new lesson and you have new things to share with the world, and that's beautiful. We just need to start. Just start, no matter what is the conditions. Maybe you don't have a good camera, you don't have a mic, you don't have such a nice clean setup like this one. I also didn't have it 5 minutes ago. I just put it all here together for this. So, you know, you can find ways to make things work. This journey as a content creator is a trial and error. And don't worry, you are gonna make many mistakes along the way, and that's part of the beauty of it. No matter where in your journey you are, I trust you and I hope you follow along so we can do this together. I don't really know where this channel is going or what else am I gonna put there, but it's gonna be a lot of yoga, a lot of creative chaos, messy action. Desire is still the same, is to create content, put myself more out there, talking to you, maybe connecting deeper with you, and share my story, share my journey, all these careers at the same time, being a social media manager, being a yoga teacher, doing a YouTube channel. Who knows what else I'm gonna invent next week. So if you're anything like me, you're probably struggling in your creative chaos, in your messy action. At the same time, you really want to put yourself out there and talk more to other people, create a community. So I hope you stick around, maybe subscribe to the channel and then leave a comment. I hope to see you more. Okay, that was really weird.